Hello EDH enthusiasts, welcome back to another video, and today we're tier ranking all of the blue cards from the Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth set. This is purely my opinion, and I'm taking into account factors like limited play, modern play, and commander play. There are no blue cards that I deemed worthy of the F tier, so let's move on to the D tier. Starting off the D tier, we have Horses of the Bruinen. 5 mana to return 2 creatures is not very good. You can return 2 creatures for less mana or more creatures for the same amount of mana. The only other blue card that I put in the D tier is Saruman the White. At 5 mana, I don't think this is good enough for Modern, and its ability isn't strong enough for Commander, but I do think it will have some play in Limited. Entering into the C tier, we have Goldberry River Daughter. This is just a really niche sort of card, but I do think it's powerful enough for Commander, and I will be building around it soon, so keep a lookout for that video. Also in the C tier is Joreth of the Healing House. This is a weird ability, and I think it's powerful enough to see play in Commander as well, but it's not good enough for the other formats. And finally, the third and final card in C tier is Press the Enemy. This is a 4 mana spell that can counter something or return it to its hand, and you get to play something for free. I see this being really good for stuff that your opponents cheat out, but it could also be kind of useless in some circumstances. Moving into the B tier, we have the Bath Song. This is a 4 mana saga that gets you really good card advantage and allows you to get back all the stuff you have to discard and gives you some ramp. It's really great. Also in the B tier is Knights of Dol Amroth. This card is really good in both Knights and card draw strategies, which are both very powerful right now, so I think it will see play. Next up is Meneldor Swift Savior. This is a 4 mana 3/3 bird soldier with flying that allows you to blink something when it enters the battlefield. Blinking is a very powerful effect, and I think this will see some play. The next blue card that made it to the B tier is Rangers of Ithilien. This is a 4 mana 3/3 that can also get you a 2/2 or a 1/1 or a creature with lesser power. So this is pretty much a 5/5 for 4, which is decent. This one might be a bit controversial, but Storm of Saruman is the next one in the B tier. This, I don't think you'll get it out early enough for it to make enough of a difference in a game that you're already losing. Next up in the B tier is Surrounded by Orcs. This is a 3/3 that mills for 3, but it can be even better if you already have an Orc army. And the final card in the B tier is Elvish Mariner. This is a 3 mana 3/2 that, if you're scrying a lot, can tap out your opponent's entire team. The first blue card in the A tier is Arwen's Gift. This is a 4 mana scry 2 draw 2, but it can even be cost reduced. 4 mana for draw 2 is already pretty good, but reducing the cost makes it even better. Next up in the A tier is Bill Ferny Bree Swindler. This is a 2 mana 2/1 that gets you a treasure token every time it gets blocked. Also, if you control a horse, you can make that 3 treasure tokens. This is both a flavor win and very powerful. The next A tier card is Born Upon a Wind. 2 mana to cast everything like it has flash is great, but being able to draw a card as well helps to replace this in your hand and give you more value. Also in the A tier, we have Elrond, Lord of Rivendell. This is a 3 mana 3/2, so already pretty good, and it allows you to scry and have the ring tempt you whenever creatures enter the battlefield. Next up, we've got Saruman's Trickery. This is a 3 mana counterspell that also gets you a 1/1, and if you're doing a lot of amass, that 1/1 will get even bigger. Soothing of Smeagol is the next A tier card we have. This is 2 mana, return a creature to its owner's hand, and the ring tempts you. And the final A tier card is Treason of Isengard. This is 3 mana to get your best instant or sorcery spell that you've cast back, and it gets you a 2/2. As we enter into the S tier, we have Birthday Escape. 1 mana to draw a card is already good, and the ring tempting you is just extra. The next S tier card on our list is Council's Deliberation. 2 mana for 2 cards is great. We also have Gandalf, Friend of the Shire. 4 mana 2/4 that gives all your sorcery spells flash, and whenever the ring tempts you, you get benefits. Lost Isle Calling is the new extra turn spell, and extra turn spells are always broken. Scroll of Isildur helps you to take an artifact and then slow down your opponent's game plan and gain cards. Stern Scolding may be the best card in the set because it counters pretty much every one of the best creatures in Modern. And the Watcher in the Water is the biggest big chonk in the set and is very powerful. And for those loyal viewers who have watched to the end of the video, here is a sneak peek at my 200 subscriber special.